everyone. I want to show you how you can add information from Google Drive, like Google Slideshows and Google Docs, onto your portfolio that we're making. So you're going to want to click on the Apps button somewhere on your screen and find Sites. If you've already made your site, it'll be stored in here. And if you haven't made it yet, that's where you would go to create it. And once it pops up, I'm going to be opening up my digital portfolio. And make sure that you are clicked on the Clear and Effective Communication tab of your portfolio, because when we add information for this particular assignment, you're going to want to do it for English class under Clear and Effective Communication. Do not change, whenever we get in here, any of these sub-skills, and yours is going to look a little bit different than mine, but don't change the A, B, C, D, E stuff. You just leave those in there, and you're going to add papers and information under the different sub-skills that seem like they're going to work for you. So coming back up to the top, it's important to realize if you want to change anything on your page, you have to come to the Edit button that looks like a pencil. So click Edit Page. And you'll notice that your widget will change. So this little thing right here where I had a document will look different after when I'm actually editing the web page. And in order to insert something into the web page, any kind of artifact, you can do a slideshow, you can do a Google Doc. You're going to come over to Insert, and there are a lot of things you can insert, obviously, but slide over to Google, and that's on this part over here. If you come down to Google Drive, you'll see that you have documents, drawings, folders, all kinds of things that you can put in here, which is really helpful if you're putting information in from a variety of different classes that you've done. For this, I'm going to just show you how to put in a presentation just because a Google slideshow, just because it's kind of interesting and a little bit different than a Google Doc. Here's my homework and startup slideshow, so I'll just click on that. And if you want to have a border and a title, you can keep those the way they are. You can always come back in and edit that later if you'd like. You can change the size. I'm going to keep mine small and just see what it looks like, and we'll hit Save. So that's going to put my Google presentation exactly where my cursor was. If you want it to show up later, you can simply delete it with the X button and go down and move your cursor to a different spot, and that's where it will show up. If you want to center it in the middle, you can click that button, or you can move it to different spots. There are some under the hood kind of to get back in and change the title or the size, you can do that. But the funny part is you're not going to be able to see how it looks until you save it. And remember, and this is something that the other video will show you, you actually have to share that presentation with the whole world and change the permissions in order for anyone else to see it. So once we hit save, you'll be able to see your Google presentation, and it'll load up, and you can actually, there's a setting in there where you can have it just play automatically. I don't recommend doing that. Just let people play it for you. And then you can go down, you'll see my Google Docs that I've added. What's great about this is if you change your Google Doc at some point, or if you change your slideshow, let's say you're adding pictures to a slideshow throughout high school, that should update right here so that it's something that people can see. So that's kind of a cool feature. So maybe you want to have a soccer slideshow that shows up on your homepage or something like that. One other thing I'll show you in terms of adding information, if you want to take it away, like I said, just hit the X button there, the delete. You can insert and add images from your hard drive, hyperlinks. You can do some basic web page design. And you can add different gadgets like calendars and things like that. So there's a lot of places you can add YouTube videos. Let's say you had a video that you uploaded to YouTube for a class and you wanted to add that. You can do it that way. So you might have files that are different than just a Google file. But remember that any Google file that you add, you need to change the permission so that other people can see it, which is a different video. So I hope that helps in terms of how to add stuff to your portfolio, and let me know if you have questions.